Hey all, and welcome back for another HellfireComms Patreon Quick Look. Today we're going to be checking out Penny Punching Princess for the Nintendo Switch. I've tried a little bit of this so far, fumbled with the controls, but now we're going to give it the proper college try. This was commissioned by POTK, and sorry for the wait, mate, and even more sorry that I accidentally left it off the recording list. It must have slipped my mind, I guess. Oh gosh, balls completely exposed on the TL right now. I have Volk with me for this one, and we don't actually know much about the game other than the fact it's like a top-down brawler.
Yeah, it is a action RPG, which what Nipponichi Software tend to specialize in apart from their flagship titles like Disgaea, which is more your strategy RPG, but they have dabbled with like The Witch and the Hundred Knight in the whole action RPG thing, and as far as I'm aware, they seem to be doing pretty well. I have to admit, I haven't played as many of those as I've played the strategy RPGs ones.
Right.
So this should be pretty interesting to watch. I'm looking forward to seeing what Penny Punching Princess is about, apart from, well, pennies and quite possibly punching.
Don't forget princesses, but I gotta say right off the bat, I love the juxtaposition of like the nice animated backgrounds with the 16-bit sprites and whatnot.
The backgrounds with this kind of sprite work is what Nipponichi Software seems to go with as far as their visual style is concerned. Obviously, it's a lot more HD nowadays with their more recent titles, so this is probably what could be considered a bit of a throwback.
Right, so we got movement, we got punches, and that's it for now. I think everything's locked until we actually get into battle here, so let's just punch the fuck out of this thing. It feels good, Volk.
I bet. Punched him, and all the pennies came out. The game is already living up to its name, so that's one check, I suppose.
Get out of here. Go on, get out. Get out. Oh, okay, this uses HP. Emergency omnidirectional blowback. Sounds
fancy, but obviously a bit risky, so you don't want to abuse that too much. Literally only use in emergencies.
I'm just gonna do this forever now. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Hadouken!
I know you're having fun rolling around, but there are invincible vegetables we have to somehow break.
Don't worry about it, mate. Get out of there. Yeah, here we go. Combat system feels pretty nice so far. Oh my god.
Oh, that sounds so good.
I Steely Dan the fuck out of him.
You really did, like holy hell.
I gotta say, I was editing the last part of Bayonetta earlier, and I swear to God, in the final part, she does the fucking Joseph/Caesar hand over the face pose.
It wouldn't surprise me, Bayonetta has a ton of references like that, mostly to older Sega titles, but I imagine like maybe there are some more recent or perhaps niche references.
Alright, let's get into the bribe system. Hold ZL. Let's see, he wants 100, so we put in 100. And I guess we target him and we press A, and he's on our side now. Huzzah! Huzzah for the shopkeep!
Wait, hold on. I thought the idea of this game was to kick ass and get loot, not give loot to the people that we're trying to punch.
Who knows, man? Who knows? Alright, so 100. Right, so now we're doing this for all of them. Booyah! Not entirely sure how the quick bribe system works, but I'll just do it one at a time. It's fine.
It looks like there might be some slot spares to like quick save a bribe amount potentially.
Yeah, I'll do it the slow way for now, just so I don't get perturbed and whatnot. A for oh, you didn't do it fast enough.
Oh, there's always next time.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This game, it fulfills two of my niches. One, punching things. 2, money. Alright, what do you want from me here? You want 300, so I'm going to give it to you by actually inputting the correct amount, and boom, I bribed the gate.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Alright, there's a lot of text on the screen at once, so you're kind of confusing me.
Alright, so apparently it's not just doors you can bribe, it's basically any inanimate object that might be perilous to your journey.
Ooh.
I have no idea what like a lava floor trap could possibly want with money, but You know, if this is a weird and kooky universe, I guess maybe they get together for drinks after a hard night of dungeoneering or something.
Oh, I gotta say the punch effects feel really nice, although this guy isn't really putting up much of a fight anymore. Oh, break state, sorry, I was too busy on punching. When an enemy is in the break state, spin the right stick to get money. Okay, well, let's get him broken first. Yeah, there you go.
Oh wait, you could like shake him by the ankles or something?
Pretty much, yeah. Alright, let's do this again. Money, 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 give me all that delicious money.
Give me your lunch money.
Yeah. No, that's not what I want. I will say it might be a little bit cumbersome to do this every single time, but whatever, I suppose, you know? There you go. I bribed the Skellimans, I got an S rank, I did it in just under a minute, so who cares?
Nicely done. I have to admit, I am liking Sebastian the Stag Beetle Butler. He looks like something straight out of Overlord, it's great.
What's Overlord again, mate?
It is a anime based on, like, a MMORPG kind of thing.
Oh, okay, I think I have heard of that, actually.
Has a really, really awesome skeleton called Eins Al Ghul. I'm not sure. Eins Al Gold or something like that. He is the man.
Alright, so I guess I start each stage with 0 money. Why can't I just have no kids and free money?
You just had to throw that in there, didn't you? And all because I tweeted out that Simpsons meme earlier.
Oh, shush. Obviously, I am not like Richie. I'm not a fighting/action game extraordinaire master, so don't expect any, like, no-hit runs here. Ooh, I got a giant kitty head.
Oh, is it one of those lucky, like, throwing cats?
I guess so. Really? No battle there? I would have thought otherwise. Oh well, I'll just move on.
Don't worry, I'm sure there's another amply sized arena somewhere.
Why did I walk right into that when it's obviously a fire geyser? Oh well, I guess my lust for death knows no bounds.
These must be the things you can bribe as well, if they're, like, in such a way that you can't actually get past them.
Oh wow, they are as well. That's actually kind of funny. Alright, so we bring up that, we do that. Oh, that's way too much money. I have to actually pay attention to what numbers are there. I bribed the fire geyser, so it won't spout anymore.
Yeah, he'll be happy. He'll be able to go home to the missus, get himself a nice steak dinner.
This is a much more intuitive version of Tingle's Rosy-Coloured Rupee Land, by the way, because it gets rid of all the chaff, and you don't actually need a guide in order to play it, which was always the biggest downfall of the Tingle game, in my opinion.
My only memory with anything Tingle-related was when a friend of mine had the Wind Waker. I'd always end up being Tingle for him. It was pretty good fun, but I never got the chance to play, like, the standalone game.
The hell is this thing? What do you want? Can you not be bribed? Oh my god, I don't think he can be bribed, Volk.
He's a dragon. He already probably has, like, his own money pit somewhere. It's just like, I don't need more money. What the hell are you talking about? What are you playing at?
Yeah, good point, man. Good point.
Although, on the plus side, this guy's probably made of money, so feel free to hustle him.
Right stick, give me money! Shazam! Oh yeah. We out this bitch. I'm getting a lot of S ranks here, but I feel it's just puffing up my fragile ego, and then it really will lay into me.
That's usually how these games work. I mean, they usually get pretty damn difficult later down the line. Especially if the nightmares I've been hearing about some of the levels in 100 Night or anything to go by.
That's another game I've heard of. Sorry, it took me a second there. Can I bribe this thing? $500 dues. Oh my. Well, if I can actually get to my thing and put in $500 dues. I'm very short of that amount right now, so I guess we'll just take the easy way out.
Yeah, beat up some dudes, save it for the next one, perhaps.
There you go. The fuck is this guy?
Well, he's a broken heart now.
I'm noticing a time thing up there. Do I have a time limit for all this?
I'm not sure if it's a time limit or whether it's like a time bonus counter. I guess we'll find out later.
Oh god. Don't bring dragons in here, please. Oh no. Oh no! I got knocked out for a second. It's fine.
You got this.
No. I will say, when I have to actually move and do this stuff at the same time, it does get a little bit hectic. I imagine it would be much easier if I was actually playing, like, handheld mode, because, yeah, I'm using I'm using button controls right now. Get it right, Tom.
Yeah, this definitely seems like the kind of game where the touchpad functionality would come in handy, just because then you can just easily press all the buttons on the calculator while simultaneously moving around to avoid getting hit too many times.
So if it seems like I'm struggling a bit with the controls, I kind of am, but the game isn't really punishing me all that much right now.
Yeah, it seems to be taking it pretty easy on you for the time being. Just to let you get your bearings. I mean, especially when you're dealing with the calculator mechanic, because it can probably take a lot to get used to that kind of thing. I can only say as an imaginative kind of thing, because obviously you have a more hands-on opinion on that regard.
Ah, beautiful. It's healing me, Volk. Healing power!
Oh, I feel so good on my body.
Oh. Alright, hurry up now, I'm good.
Yeah, maybe 2's maybe a bit low. It could have gone as high as 4, I reckon.
Yeah, well, you can't heal a skeleton, you're already dead. I really should try bribing some of these guys.
Well, they all cost 100, so you can probably get some quick ones in.
Why isn't... Oh, my calculator gauge is out. That's why it's not letting me use it. See, that had an actual reason to not work there, which is good. That's consistent game design.
And it also means you're not just abusing it one way or the other. You may have the funds, but you may not necessarily have the battery life. So I wouldn't say it forces you into playing one way or the other, but it makes you focus on utilizing both rather than sort of overly relying on one or the other, because sure, you could just use your fists or maybe just use the calculator, but it's the combination of both which will allow you to ultimately triumph in this strange, strange world.
I got this shit, no problem. Break money. Gotta remember, I can push things back, perhaps even into lava.
Yeah, put them into those flame geysers.
Money, 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 money! I'm doing okay so far. I'm a little bit miffed of how much damage I've taken, but that's just me being regular old OCD me.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Booyah. The way ahead is... well, just the end of the chapter, I guess. That didn't feel like an S rank. I feel like you're patronising me right now. Assassass.
It's alright, at least it's not calling you an ass.
Alright, skill points, eh? What can I put skill points into, is the thing. Can I upgrade my calculator abilities? Can I divide and conquer?
It's nice that they kind of give you like a list of what you bribed as well, so it's just like, alright, how many goons did you pay off to get to this point?
That's the narrator talking right now, don't worry, you're not hearing things. God, how long has she been waging this war, then?
Well, if this is from the same people that made this guy, usually these tiny demon types have usually ended up living for about 800 years or so. It's the rule.
Yeah, yeah, I think we all know about that. I'm a 10,000-year-old dragon trope.
Kind of, although not quite that extreme.
Alright, Sebastian, let's move on. Ooh, nice. Good tune so far.
I quite like the music so far.
I literally just said that, Volk.
It is very, very nice.
Volk is a simple lad. He likes his tea in the afternoon, his opinions repeated, and his princesses punching.
Well, I am, as you say, a simple man, but no, I do have a bit of a soft spot for the old rock guitar. I'm usually a metal guy, but yeah, a bit of rock does my body good too.
What's the difference between metal and rock, then, if I may ask?
Usually rock is a lot more... I guess, melodic, so it's more like da 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 da, and with metal it's more like diddle 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 bam bam bam, and with like 1 minute long solos.
Right.
They're very similar, but they have their differences.
Alright, well, I've learned something new here today. Is there anything we can get right now? Equip armor. Skull Eater. Is that equipped? I think I'm just using the same one, so whatever. Skill updates. Ooh, here we go. I have 2 skill points, so, you know what? I'm going to put 1 into strength, or HP, I guess, and 1 into attack. Oh, 2 skill points acquired, or required, even. I guess I'll put it into Pazun, then.
Sounds like a good plan. Although I'm getting flashback to some of these Shin Megami Tensei games I played where I get options like this. It's just like, okay, I'm just going to put all my points into magic, and that's literally all I'm going to do for the rest of the game.
Alright, we've got a little bit of Little King story sections here where we can have our people craft stuff for us. I like Sebastian. He's my breakout character of 2018.
I don't know about that, although he's pretty cool. I'll give him that.
I think we picked up a couple of Zenigami statues, and Sebastian has yet more to say, but the princess ain't saying nah. Her heart is made of stone.
She's only interested in one thing: cold, hard cash.
Yeah! I just saw a social media thing. Yeah, this is a game made in 2018, alright.
Ain't that the truth? I'm kind of reminded of the Powerpuff Princess, or whatever her name was in the Powerpuff Girls that had all the money. It's a bit like that.
Oh, what the fuck is her name? It'll come to me. It doesn't matter. Let's see. White Bone Bruz statue. Yes, I will build it. And that has given me a skill point. Nice.
Hey.
How does armor work? Parry. Ooh, nice. Also, bribing people also helps you to unlock new things. Okay. I was figuring, like, I can just fight normally, why do I need to bribe? But there's actually a reason for it.
Yeah, it seems like they act as your reagents to build all the various relics and what have you that you'll use throughout your journey, and in some cases even give you skill points.
Alright, I am going to select the right stage. Yes, I was just making sure. And I guess we'll do this and then we'll call it a quick look, because it seems very straight and to the point, just penny punching princess.
That's the nice thing about games like this. If they're just that simple, it's easy just to sit down and play it whenever you fancy it. You don't have to be overly invested. You can just sit down, beat some dudes up, grab loads of money, get a couple of upgrades here and there, and then call it a day.
Yeah, it was a front. Always a front. Oh, that's adorable. You can't just flash up a dragon like that and make him look so cute.
The ones in this guy are a lot less cute, but maybe it's just the whole 16-bit sprite making him a lot cutesier than they would be otherwise.
Yeah, well, I am the penny punching princess, not the petting princess.
It's like, you're coming into our turf. It's just like, who do you think you are?
Well, let's hope I take in my lessons from the previous level into this one so I don't get royally fucked in the face as much.
I like how Sebastian is not only our butler, but is also our hype man.
I was gonna say, yeah. Biyama Stag Beetle. 10,000 G per 7 centimeters. Ah, okay, so you're giving yourself worth. A lot of people don't really find out their worth until it becomes apparent, but Sebastian knows right off the bat.
I'm amazed he had the balls to go and praise himself at the latest Antiques Roadshow. It's just like, alright, how much am I worth? And he's just got some guy inspect you. I'd probably say at auction you probably expect about 10 grand per 7 centimeters. It's just like, wow, that's amazing! And he just sells himself.
Pretend you don't know Sebastian, or show you're ready to go.
I mean, he did a really good job hyping us up, you know, we don't want to let him down.
Look at that. Boiling with rage. Let's do this shit.
Oh yeah, we're raring to go.
Let's do this. Oh, alright. Second time's a charm on this one. I completely was not paying attention to how much money I had. Ever the real life situation, eh, Tom?
Seems like an easy thing to do, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
You just think, ooh, I can bribe these dudes, and it's just like, then you look at your money counter and just like, oh.
Yeah, I think I would have put the actual money meter at the bottom left-hand side of the screen, just to make sure it's always in eye shot.
No, I don't think there's really many other places they could have put it that would be strictly better, because it's literally in big numbers up there, and it's right above your health bar. So
I suppose so.
it's still missable, sure, but I'm really hard-pressed to think of where else they could have put it, to be honest with you.
I love me some Death Hadouken.
You're rocking that shit, boy.
Okay, he wants 100. And I will give him 100. I have bribed the bullet Oodion. So now I control him. Like so.
Very nice. Now, this may just be a theory, but it seems like if you weaken the enemies enough, you might actually be able to bribe them for less money.
Huh. Let's test that theory. After I, you know, find a new enemy, one that isn't already pounded into the dirt.
You just saw blood and coins and just went straight for it, I understand.
Oh, you know me too well, mate. Very nice, very nice. What do you want? Ooh parts. Alright, I'll keep an eye out for some.
So, you can, in theory, just like bribe every enemy and perilous terrain that you find, but you won't be able to get the relics that way. So, if you rely mostly on your fist, it seems like you can be rewarded by being able to afford all those tasty relics that are strewn about each level.
Okay. Alright, don't worry, I will test your theory in a second. I'm just trying to get out of harm's way first and foremost. Right, he wants 200. Still seems to be 200.
Try getting him down to about half health.
Or I could just kill them. My quick look and I'll cry if I want to.
And of course these guys can't be bribed, because reasons.
Well, it might be because, you know, they're part of the Dragalone and their family, whatever they're called.
That's right, we'll just let our fists do the talking.
You can't catch me. Ow.
See, that's what you get for trying to act all cocky.
I guess so, yeah. Alright, what do you want? 100? Cheap as chips, mate. Cheap as chips. It's probably the reason it's so cheap as well, just so you can get your health back lickety-split.
Yeah, I think if they made it a bit too expensive, it might not be as good. But then again, maybe later on you do find more expensive ones that are like placed in more convenient places, perhaps. Seems to be a lot of room to be able to do things like that. Like, ooh, you want to go for this one? Well, you're going to have to pay a bit more, otherwise you can run back to one that's slightly cheaper.
300? Whatever. I'll pay it just so I can say I've paid it. There you go, Mad Buzzsaw, no longer mad.
He is glad, because he just got paid!
Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
That's a big scary dragon.
It really is. How much does he want? $400 it is!
Oh, we can afford that. Go for it.
Alright, I'm doing it. Gotta make sure I put in the correct thing. I'm panicking, this is a little bit cumbersome, but I got it. I bribed the dragon, he's on my side now.
Heals, yeah, and I imagine you can call them at any time by pressing the X button?
Yes, I've actually been doing that with some of the other summons and whatnot, for lack of a better word.
He seemed to be limited though as well, you can only summon him up to 2 times.
Probably for the best. I want another one of these guys. There you go.
Put the dragon in your pocket.
Just the one dragon, I think, will suffice.
It's like in that theme song for Early Fools and Nerds. Stick a dragon in me pocket.
Shut up, you. Jesus.
What can I say? I love my British sitcoms.
You do. You do it that, mate. Shit. I should probably try aiming properly. He's gone! He's history!
My god! It killed him!
Ugh. I wasn't expecting that to be the whole mission, but, hey, I bribed a few people, and I'm full of sass right now.
That you are, sir.
One more mission, I think. That'll do.
Sounds good to me. We've got a couple of dragons as well. Maybe we can fashion it into a nice suit for us.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, Dragalone family. You get it? Like loan, as in...
Yeah. Yes, Tom, I get it.
Good. Really though, if you've not played Tingle's Rosy Colored Rupee Land on the DS, I recommend you give it a shot, but for the love of God, take a guide with you, because you have to pay for literally everything. Imagine if you had to pay to punch in this game. That's Tingle's Rosy Colored Rupee Land.
Alright, I will keep that noted.
Talking to the audience, Wog. But it's fine, you can play games as well if you want to. You have my permission.
Damn straight I can.
Alright, so this dragon dude was not financially responsible. Okay. Look, you're not part of this conversation, minion. Will you go away?
I like how the minion's just being completely ignored at this point. It's just like, hey, we're trying to have a conversation here.
Yeah, the comedy in this game is pretty nice, I gotta say.
Oh yeah, they do like their comedy over at NIS.
Alright, let's see if I can do anything in the workshop right now. I don't think I picked up any Zenigama statues. Yeah, no, I didn't. Super Spinner. Nope. Gotta... Yeah, I haven't bribed any Unions. Or Onions. Oni-uns? I get it now. I absolutely get it. Don't laugh at me. It takes me a while, okay, to understand some things.
No, it's fair enough, it's fair enough. You learn at your own pace, etc.
Okay, so, possess some relics. Mad Buzzsaw, Hills at Barbecue, Fire Dragon Statue. Let's try and get some of those, and hopefully get an S rank, so we can end this on a perfect note.
We can end it with ass.
Don't we always?
Well, not always, otherwise we'd be a very, very different YouTube channel.
Yeah, for sure. I love, one of my favourite comedy shows is people talking off to the side or off screen and being ignored, so this is tickling my fancy comedy spot right now.
And of course Sebastian's with the, oh, I'm sorry.
I love how he's just a stag beetle, but with like a bow tie. Yeah.
It's like those things where they sort of like dress up their pets in funny little hats and then post them on Instagram or something.
And I'm tired of this bit. Oh, alright, let me do all the hard work, I suppose. Alright, take 2 of this sucker. Let's see how well I do this time. Ah. Okay. Whoa, oh, Jesus.
Now they're throwing the ranged bastards at us. This ain't good.
Really gotta make more use of the Death Hadouken. It's pretty much worth its weight in gold at this point. And push back. I don't know why I'm not pushing back enough. See, this is where I start to get really self-critical of myself, and this is the surest road to hell right now.
Well, I mean, eventually you start to utilize those options a lot more often. You think, oh yeah, it's a safety net, things aren't too difficult right now. But then when things start sort of pushing you against the wall, that's where you start to really familiarize yourself with those bailout options.
If I recall correctly, there is actually something back here, so... There you go. Zenigami!
Hells yeah.
Let's get back to where we were. Tempting, but I'll pass. Right, let's see what we're working with here.
Lots of buzzsaws and lots of dragons by the looks of it.
There you go. Oh, did I not do that? I think I might have accidentally missed my prompt there. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. I'm an idiot.
It seems like you can get a good amount of distance before you actually bribe things, so that's nice that they can sort of like let you keep your distance, put in whatever money you want, and then approach the bribe victim in question.
Not sure I like you referring to these guys as victims, mate. I mean, they chose to work here.
You know, I mean, bribery is almost a form of death in this world, I suppose.
Yeah. Let's bribe this one. There you go. Boom. Alright, I'm getting more of a hang of this now. I will say, between, like, you know, just the retakes and whatnot. I'm not sure I'm a fan of the calculated system as a whole. I don't feel it jives completely intuitively with just, you know, the general top-down punchiness. It does feel a bit clunky, especially when there's a lot of enemies about.
I can see what you mean, although it is an interesting gimmick, although how the actual touchscreen controls work out in comparison might be something to think about.
Well, I imagine it's much more, like 10 times as intuitive with touch controls, but doing it with the Joy-Cons is ironically not giving me much joy, but that went a lot better. Like, that was a B before, I recall.
Yeah, you're getting better.
Sure, why not? It's a simple 100. Did that bring up the thing that it was before, the cost of it, like it automatically brought it up?
I think so.
Huh. Interesting. Maybe it does that for stuff you've already bribed and whatnot.
There's a possibility. Maybe it's only new briberies that aren't affected in that regard.
Interesting. Well, I'll keep a stiff upper lip as we go forward. Hmm. 500, is it? Nope, not 5,000, Tom. Get it right.
The question is, can we bribe it from back here?
We shall see, my friend. I'm going to keep it in here for now. There we go. Oh, that was a skeleton warrior. Skeleton warrior!
Oh, he's going to be very, very happy with that paycheck.
Don't forget, if they're ever getting too much for you, just push them away. Just like everyone else in life.
It's a rather bleak way of looking at it, but no less true.
Gone.
Well, it's a viable strategy, but it'll probably take you a while to kill all these skelly bobs.
Oh. I'm in the thick of it. Oh, okay, that actually felt pretty good.
I was getting a little worried there, you were getting ramshacked in the corner there, but you pulled out alright in the end.
See, that's having faith in Tom, okay? You know? That was totally my B. My bad.
I love the fact that they have the enemies actually talk to you and smack talk at the bottom left corner. It's very Dungeon of Dreadmore when you sort of find enemies and they just sort of taunt you from across the screen.
Okay, so it wants 200. Let's go down here, 200. There you go. Living sword is now mine. I'm not sure how I feel about having to use the right stick either to get stuff in break mode, but that's just me. You know, I've never been a fan of twirling sticks for gameplay purposes.
I imagine it becomes second nature after a while, though.
There you go.
Nice!
Why, Tom? Just ran right into it. That wasn't even the game's fault. I can't blame the game, though. A tyrant used to live here. You don't hear about tyrants anymore, not even in games. It really existed. It's called a medieval fantasy. Cool, huh?
Yeah, I suppose so. Oh, there we go. We can get our health back.
Nice. In your own time.
Yeah, I said this before, but this could really do with being fast. Like, maybe it scales with your max health as opposed to just giving you 2 all the time.
Oh, you want 300 and I just have enough.
Enough change left over to grab a drink from the corner shop.
Nice. Man, what world do we live in where drinks only cost 100?
Well, a fantasy medieval world, apparently.
Yeah, well, I guess I answered my own question there. Boosh. Come on, give me some more things to punch. I'm ready. I can take it, Captain.
You handle yourself very nicely. Keep it up.
I'm doing it. I'm living it large. keep getting rolled mixed up with Heavy Punch, I'm such a goof.
That's right, at least you're doing something and not just standing there thinking, wait, I pressed the button but nothing's happening.
Yeah, don't do that. Experiment with buttons, even if you're sucking complete arse right now.
An incorrect button press is fine as long as you're still doing something at the end of it all.
Yeah, there you go. Follow me! Follow me! I'm over here! Come on! What are you doing? He was stuck. It's fine.
I think they're wise to your idea, Tom.
Why did you walk into it only when I activated it? That's what I want to know.
You know when I said they were smart to your idea? I take that statement back.
Was I a smart one in the bunch of them? This heart needs to stop.
Drawn like moths to a flame.
200, eh? This imp is mine now. Now use him against his brethren. There you go.
I wonder how they must feel that he literally paid his friend a bunch of money and he gets nothing for his trouble. Except for death.
Right, I'm just gonna stay back here. It's all good. I am amazed that she has the strength to push fully grown dragons back and whatnot.
Well, the Disgaea style types. They tend to be the ones that pack the most punch, you know, we're talking solar system destroying special moves here.
Right, I have just enough to bribe one of these guys, but that's not the right amount, Tom.
$40,000 has better be the best dragon in the world.
Dragon versus dragon. And I get even more money from inciting a race war.
Extortion breeds more extortion.
Almost done. Break, get a bit more. Boom. And we're done here. Not a bad way to close things out here. And I get an A, and overall, I get a sa-sa-sa. Oh, no ass to end things with. That's a shame.
Oh well, we got through the level. That's reward enough for me.
Ugh, that's the power of the Zenigami-approved Penny Puncher. This narrator needs to stop. He's too self-serious for this.
I guess that's how they cut through a lot of the humor, by having that dry cut narrator that's completely oblivious to what's going on. Just like, you know what, I'm just going to do my job and I'm going to ignore all this crazy shit that's going on.
Yeah, a capitalist world is simple, but cruel. That's another one for VG Advisor.
Truer words have never been spoken. Honestly, this guy is a poet.
I wouldn't say that's entirely true. Now money leads to violence, and violence leads to money.
It's a never-ending cycle
of death and destruction.
And fat wads of cash.
Oh yeah, loads of money. Wonga.
Dosh.
Why doesn't the princess have a voice? I don't really understand that. Like, did they just not want to hire one?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, usually when it comes to NIS games, usually they do voice the main character, so maybe there's a decision made in that regard that makes sense, but unfortunately I can't really tell you what that is, because the wiki is very, very light on actual information about the game.
Ooh, Joy Heal. Black Tortoise Bud. Alright, well. Get some new armor, I suppose. Zenigami statue. And boom. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, we are going to leave things here. This was Penny Punching Princess. I have to say, I have a few misgivings with the calculator system. Like I said, I don't think it jives very well with the top-down brawling nature of the game, and it can become very fiddly if you're playing with Joy-Cons. As you saw, I was inputting incorrect amounts a lot of the time, and granted, 9 times out of 10 that was my fault, but I think that shouldn't even be able to happen, especially when you're dealing with... I think if they give you preset amounts to select from a list, that would help make it more fluid, but I like the idea behind this. I'm just not sure if I'll ever fully get to grips with it. What did you think, Volt, from just an outsider's perspective?
It honestly looks like a very interesting game, and I will agree that particularly with the Joy-Cons, it does look a bit cumbersome with the mechanic that they're trying to go with. But I think maybe if you try it with the touchpad instead, and maybe just give it the time that it needs to kind of gel with you, I reckon you've probably got a pretty good game on your hands. It certainly has the right workings. It just seems like it might take a little longer than one would expect or be used to to kind of piece everything together and turn it into a fluid system that you can use later on down the line when the levels really start getting trickier. That's another thing I noticed, actually, is that the third level did ramp up the difficulty quite a bit. I think it may just be the swords and them being a particularly problematic enemy, but this game doesn't keep the kitty gloves on for very long from what I could see.
Not really, no, and that combined with the stuff I mentioned, whatever, I'm just nitpicking at this point, but thank you very much, POTK, and thank you for your patience in waiting for this to get out. I promise you it will not happen again. If any of you guys want your own HFC Quick Look, I am upgrading the Patreon this month and putting in some new Quick Look slots at both the $50 and $55 tier. What's different for the $55 tier? Well, you can have your own TV comms with it as well, but if you just want a quick look, that's the 50 tier. Have a look on the site. I'll be putting forward a post. It should be up by the time this goes up on YouTube. POT gets it early because it's, you know, it's his quick look, so the post probably won't be up then, but I'm waffling now. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time for another HSC Quick Look. Bye bye.